This is Belton House near Grantham. The original manor house was bought by John Brownlow in 1619, although the original manor had been mostly unoccupied by the past residents because the family chose to live at their other houses elsewhere. John Brownlow died childless, so left his estate to his great-nephew, another John Brownlow, who had married his cousin Alice, and they decided to build a new country house at Belton. Work started at the new house in 1685. There has been a few architects suggested who did the design, including Christopher Wren, although it is mostly believed to have been William Wynd. This is the mirror pond, and behind the mirror pond there's a stone temple to sit at. That's the orangery over there, and I'm now stood in the Italian garden, which was commissioned in 1810 by the first Earl Brownlow, and it was designed by Geoffrey Whiteville. There's a church over there as well. This is the Dutch garden, created in 1879, and it forms part of the Third Earl's restorations. Let's have a look at some of the rooms in the house. This room is the study, although it was known as the schoolroom in the late 17th century, and perhaps was used by Sir John Brownlow's daughters, who had nurseries above. The books in here were perhaps more well used than the ones in the library. This is the tapestry room, which was remodelled in 1890 by the third Earl Brownlow, who wanted somewhere to hang his tapestries. This is the red drawing room, this one. Now this room is the marble hall, which is a grand opening into the house. Sir Geoffrey Whiteville made alterations to this room, including graining the panelling to make it look like oak, although in the 1980s the then Lady Brownlow had it painted white and magnolia. The carvings you can see around the pictures there, that one there is by somebody else, but the one on the left side, this one here, was actually believed done by Grinling Gibbons. This is the staircase hall, which was known as the Little Marble Hall until about 1830. This used to be the Great Dining Room, although in 1876 the third Earl converted it into the library. This is the Church of St. Peter and St. Paul, which dates back to the Norman period. Now, the church, unlike the house and gardens, isn't part of the National Trust, but can still be viewed when the mansion is open. So we should take a look inside the church now. Now, even though the previous owners of Belton were all buried here, pretty much all the monuments in here were carved by the Brownlow family and their descendants. And a lot of them was using leading sculptors of the day, so you'll see a piece in here by Antonio Canova, for example. The tower has a ringing peal of 5 bells. The oldest one was cast in 1590. And the piece you can see now with the lady, that's the one that's carved by Canova, and that was the wife of the first Earl Brownlow.